Hey, what is up ladies and gentlemen? It is the one and only Tiana here once again, and I'm of course back for some more yet again for the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more of Let's Play of Pokémon Snap for the Nintendo 64. So last time we have managed able to find the rest of the remainings of some of these Pokemon signs, and also we did manage to find several new Pokemon that we haven't come across into so far. And speaking of such though, today for this episode is the fact that this will be the finale of Pokemon Snap, and because of that though, we still need to find some remaining kinds of Pokemon, and then eventually we're able to hit on to the last level, which appears to be by the forms of the Rainbow Cloud. And we'll talk more about that until whenever we get into that specific final stage alone. So because of that though, I believe, for what I've researched on the forms of Bulbapedia, I think there are about 3 Pokemon I actually missed during in 3 courses, which is one of them in a volcano, the other one on a cave, and another one which is on the valley. And aside from the last one for the Rainbow Clouds, but we'll save that for later. Yes. But anyways, let's head back into the volcano for possibly the final time for the sake of this Let's Play in general, and hopefully we would be able to actually find the missing Pokemon I actually missed during the forms of, you know, for the sake of this entire Let's Play itself. So, and obviously some people might able to actually realize about something that I have to look up on guides in order able to actually just to find some remaining Pokemon. Well, again, mind you that there's only 63 Pokemon in this game as opposed to 151 Pokemon throughout the majority of the game. Because whenever we get onto new Pokemon Snap for the Nintendo Switch, we can assure you we're able to come across into 200 or so Pokemon, not all 800 or more kind of Pokemons and stuff like that. But then again, it has been quite a long time since I actually did manage to play several Pokemon stuff. But anyway though, let's just go ahead and get ourselves some good pictures of Charmander, or Charmander, as far as I like to pronounce that, which I do apologize for mispronunciation. So, yeah, I believe the first Pokemon that we actually missed, thankfully we got ourselves the actual dash engine, so that way we can able to make the actual process a little bit more faster and easier. So, in this case, we got ourselves the, well, Arcanine, which, yeah, that seems a little bit obvious for the sake of that Pokemon right there that I just missed. And, also just for fun, I just want to take some of these, improvement pictures of several Pokemon, to be more specifically with this guy here. So, again, I do not know any kind of names of Pokemon, I have to be honest here, because it has been quite a few days since I actually did manage to come back into this. But, since that overall, that, today's days, of course, I would classify for saying this, is, 23rd today of March today, in this case in 2021, so I guess I'm able to actually just guess that correctly. Recently is the fact that the Pokepark 2 for the Nintendo Wii, well, at least specifically in the European version, they came out 9 years ago, alongside with the forms of Kid Icarus Uprising, and eventually this Thursday, that for those of you who lived in the UK, that the 3DS has been out for about 10 years. So yeah, I can't even believe it's been 10 years already. So anyway, so let's get ourselves some good pictures from several Pokemon there. Well, the only exception being is Moltres, just because obviously with a slightly bit of an off angle right there. But apart from those side of things though, we did manage to found at least one last Pokemon in the volcano. So, now we need to head back into the cave, because you remember the forms of, on my previous attempts for trying to able to get the last remaining Pokemon on that specific snapshot by the forms of, Whipping Bell, when you're trying to knock him off in the actual, well, trying to knock him into the water, and soon enough you're able to actually become evolving, and that's the only one I actually missed. So hopefully we'll try to able to get that Pokemon, just trying to take a picture of it though. Although originally I was gonna able to try to go ahead and try to able to get the much more of the improvement photo of Jigglypuff with multiple Jigglypuffs all at once. But honestly, I think it might be okay enough as it is. So because of that though, yeah, we'll bypassing it completely. So, well, apart from the fact that we already rescued 2 of these at least in the earliest point, but of course the ones we do need to aim for is of course, you know, the whipping bells, evolving kind of stuff. So because of that though, again, you can either use the apple or the pester ball. I think the pester ball might able to deal the amount of knockback at him. So, and if you've done that already, then he'll transform into Victory Bell, which seems kind of like a weird evolution and stuff like that. But there's also a fastest way you can able to actually just to finish off the actual levels easier. That is the fact that you can able to actually pause the game and then just trying to select exit course. So that way you can able to actually just, well, trying to make the actual process a little bit faster and quick. So, yeah, something's worth noting for. So because of that though, yeah, there's only one new Pokemon I actually found. So because of that though, we'll definitely take it. So, and it looks like we only got about 2 kinds of Pokemon left until we've completed the rest of the Pokemon reports. So, hopefully, we should able to actually make it count. So, anyway, let's hop into the valley for the final time. And because of that, though, we need to definitely get the last Pokemon before the last one, which appears to be by the forms of... Well, we'll discuss more about it until whatever we get into later. So, anyways, what we're supposed to do is use the Pester Ball right where the Magikarp went, and then when Magikarp managed to able to go straight towards Mankey, well, the Magikarp will able to actually go and fly off into their different location. And what you're supposed to do is that, well, since we got ourselves the dash engine, so that way we can able to travel things a little bit faster. And because of that, though, this is the point we need to aim for. And basically, as soon as when Magikarp appears, then you have to toss the Pester Ball at him. So because of that, though, when you've done that, then Magikarp will able to go to the waterfall, and soon enough, he'll able to come across into Gyarados, which I do apologize for the actual pronunciation error. I do apologize for that. But let's face it, that we've almost nearly at the end of this game, though. So because of that, though, yeah, that's the only Pokemon I haven't exactly got yet. So, anyways, let's bet on this particular picture, because it does look pretty cool, despite the splash effect. But, yeah, that does usually matters to me. So because of that, though, 800, and we got 1000, and of course we got the technique as well. So, yeah, only 1 Pokemon left in terms of the Pokemon report. And that will able to complete the 100% completion in terms of Pokemon Snap. And let's hop into the forms of the final level in the game, Rainbow Cloud. This is a secret course. In that case, I should find the rarest Pokemon. Well, we should probably dive right into it right now. In fact, kind of think about it, this place almost reminds me of Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 64. Except the fact that rather than just using go-karts, instead we have to ride on a 0-1 vehicle. And this particular place only has 1 Pokemon, and that's what appears to be the rarest Pokemon out of them all, which appears to be Mew, which is in this case, well, Pokemon number 151, of course, according to the Pokédex and stuff like that. So, all you have to do to take some pictures of Mew is the fact that we need to use Pester Balls in order to able to actually take down the shield. Or you can use the actual apple Pokemon food if you wanted to, but honestly I think Pester Ball might be a bit more obsolete or something. And basically, all you have to do is basically you have to take down Mew's shield. Well, for the first phase you have to take down is like 3 times, and then when we get into the second phase, then he goes straight towards you sometimes. And basically you have to also need to deal the damage of the shield 3 times as well. And once you're done with that, then basically Mew is out of the actual shield. And what we're supposed to do is that we need to use the Pester Ball in order able to actually stun Mew. And basically, as soon as when Mew has managed to able to get stunned, well, as you can see on screen right there, yeah, aiming of Mew with Pester Ball is actually not as easy as it sounds, just because obviously you need to be super accurate with the aiming shot. But regardless of everything else though, although kind of think about it, with those little Dugtrio image as well as Mewtwo image, and especially notable with several other Pokemon images that you might able to be familiar with, because it's actually kind of a well, the similar picture or the similar constellations as in these Pokemon signs, which is actually pretty cool in theory. So because of that though, there's not much else to say in terms of Rainbow Cloud, aside from the fact that it only contains one Pokemon only, which is of course Mew. So because of that though, there's not much else you can say about this particular stage. So either way though, I'm pretty sure that this course might go a little bit slightly longer, if only because you do have multiple chances into you're able to actually capture a good quality picture of Mew. And I'm pretty sure though, until new Pokemon Snap was about to come out for the Switch, that I'm glad that Celebi does manage to make her appearance of new Pokemon Snap. So because of that though, I'm so excited. But I digress. Aside from the fact that with the frame rate is actually 30 frames per second in the actual gameplay, whilst in the menu stuff is actually in 60 frames per second, which I'm not exactly sure why they managed to able to dip the actual the frame rate at points, but I digress. And by the way, for that particular Rainbow Cloud music is actually heavily borrowed, or slightly feels a bit more the updated version of this intro music, because, well, if you couldn't tell from the intro cutscene of the game already, that basically Todd Snap was trying to able to capture some pictures of Pokemon, but his ultimate goal is to try to capture the rarest Pokemon out of them all, in terms of taking pictures and stuff, which is of course Mew. However though, it's impossible for able to let him do it for doing so. So because of that though, yeah, there's not much else to say in terms of Rainbow Cloud. And in fact, this will actually be the last time we're going to be able to come across into this Gold Gate, because otherwise we're actually going straight, well, usually just go right near to it. So because of that though, yeah, we're basically done with the forms of Rainbow Cloud. In addition to that, we won't be seeing Mew for a while just because, well, obviously he's no longer gonna show up again. And because of that though, yeah, how much pictures did I took? 36 photos that I've managed to take, which is obviously based off from one Pokemon only, which is, of course, Mew. So, I can't tell which one of those pictures I might go for, even though some of them are pretty small and some of them are pretty big. But, actually, truth be told though, we'll try to go for... yeah, let's go for this one, because this Sparkles does a little bit more, I don't know what to expect, so... anyway, so here we go, on to the last results, and let's see, so, wow, isn't this a rare Pokemon Mew? Well, this will give me about 2,500 points, so that's actually quite a lot of value. And size is, so-so. And the pose, we actually got 1,500 points. And of course, we get ourselves the technique as well. So, I think this is definitely one of the best pictures that we actually took. So yeah, it's actually pretty easy to get a lot of points from Mew. So, there we go, we found all 63 kinds of Pokemon in this game, so because of that though, we need to head back into the lab, and Professor Oak is going to say something a little bit more, well, you know. You have completed the Pokemon report. Todd is a genuine Pokemon photographer. Congratulations. I have nothing left to teach you. Listen to your instincts and click the shutter when you see something that looks cool. Which I do appreciate it, Oak. Pokemon research on this island seemed long at first, but it really went by fast. Well, yeah, I appreciate all of your help. Well then, see you later.
See you.
Well then, see you. Now of course you can able to press A or B to save your game, so let's go ahead and save the game here. And once you're done with this, then this actually leads us to the credit sequence, which basically we got ourselves a film reel, which basically showcased the best shots that we actually got so far for the Pokemon Snap, which is actually pretty cool in theory. So yeah, let's get to my final thoughts of Pokemon Snap for the Nintendo 64. Well, nothing groundbreaking or anything, it's actually probably is my favorite childhood memory games of all time, which well, let's get into the positive things though. First of all, the visuals do look really good, even for its time. Even though this game did came out first for the Nintendo 64 Pokemon games lineup, before Pokemon Stadium and Pokemon Stadium 2, and especially notable with Pokemon Puzzle League, despite the fact that Pokemon Puzzle League actually has some anime stuff. Speaking of anime, it does have some familiar voices from ever since the 4Kids voice cast and stuff like that, which is actually kind of cool. well, to be more specifically, for Meowth and stuff like that. And I believe Professor Oak as well, so I'm guessing I might be able to actually guess that correctly. But either way though, the controls wise, it does feel pretty natural and pretty good for this game. Although sometimes it gets a bit accuracy when it comes to the control stick sometimes. But apart from those side things though, it's actually not too bad and not too shabby either. So the gameplay itself, it does look really dang good. Especially noticeable that it almost reminds me like an on-rails kind of shooting game, but except rather than just shooting stuff, we actually have to take pictures and stuff like that. So I do like the idea, especially noticeable because I love photography stuff. And I suppose that's pretty much about it. Although the music itself is alright, but I mean, sure, it's charming all in all when it comes to the music variety. And yeah, that's as far as I can say. Despite the fact that it's a nice little distraction, but most of the time this game is like really short compared to the films of any other Pokemon spin-offs. But you should definitely still recommend getting this game for either the original cartridge for it, or you can able to get this on the Wii U eShop version now, even though it's kind of sad that you can't get this on the Wii Virtual Console right now, just because, again, it's been shut down. So because of that though, even though back then that you can able to actually send these pictures on the Wii message board if you wanted to, which, unlike back in the day, you can able to take it for Blockbuster and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's pretty much about it in terms of Pokemon Snap. So this is me, Tiana, from the likes of the Maxi Toys videos. And, we will do eventually the new Pokemon Snap eventually, but we don't know exactly when though, just because, well, we're actually getting quite busy and stuff. So, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next Let's Play. See you then. Bye.